Looks like we're not doing that. All right, here we go. Taking the track for the minor assault. No, there we go. Thank you, Al. Thank you. Coach Al, bringing order to chaos. Al annihilates you.
Minor assault.
It's your minor assaults.
From the beginning.
They skate as a whole pack, and now we will introduce them one by one. Feel free to pick a side, and I'll do the other one.
For the blue team, number 531, Jaws is our co-captain. Number 56, Hazard. Number 69, E.T. Number 20, Shabuya. Number 25 is Mimi. 070, Slim. Number 4 is Cherry Bomb. 151 is Ash Smash'em. Number 94, Angela Beth is joining us. Number 420, Astro Thought. And Skatey Gaga, whose number nobody gave me.
All right. Oh, there we go. Okay, no Skatey Gaga. There we go. Okay,
Ladies and gentlemen, the blue team.
Yeah, the blue team. Skatey Gaga now. That was a provisional addition to the roster. So no Skatey Gaga. You can scratch Skatey Gaga off your roster.
Oh, no wonder they didn't give me her
Yeah,
number.
exactly. Precisely.
Okay, no
Skating for
Gaga.
the red team. Number 5, Motion Sickness. Number 16, Pound Cake. Number 52, Gnarly Quinn. Number 17 this time, Mad as Sin. Number 78, Smooth Criminal. Number 300, Dolly Spartan. Number 99, Strange. Number 808, Crash. Number 1897, Impaler Swift. Number 3120, Cat Burglar. And number 96, All of You Die. All right. Let's see. I have to look over here. Celeste had the captains. I don't. Celeste, the captain of the red team is Smooth Criminal. Your co-captain is Crash. That's the red team. All right. Smooth Criminal. All right. There are our teams. We are ready to go. Try to hit the end of that bout clock squarely on the nose, if at all possible. So, we're set up. 60 minutes of derby action ready to go. Minor assaults mashup bout. Regulators are all ready. Everybody's checking in and there we go. Now we're ready to go and get
First
underway.
Whistle.
First up for the red team is going to be Crash. I believe. And that is Jaws for the blue team.
Ash Smash'em for the minor assault for the blue team.
No, that's Jaws. 531. That's Jaws for the blue team. The red team is going to be, and that is Crash. Okay, I had to confirm. There goes Crash. So Crash is out and clear for the red team. Jaws, blue team jammer is out.
Jaws.
Crash gets blocked off to the infield. Gets back up and calls it off with Jaws coming in. So we're underway. Crash getting 3 points in their first jam. All right. Stepping up to the jammer line for the blue team, that's number 56, Choking Hazard. And your jammer for the red team.
Is that 531 Jaws?
Nope. The jammer for the red team is.
Looks like number 1 on our jersey.
to check on that. That is not Jaws. Jaws
Yeah,
is on the
I don't
blue
have a
team.
number 1.
Yeah, we'll have to double check that. So there we go.
Blue team out is lead.
Choking hazard is your jammer for the blue team. Try to get a look at that jammer as they come around again and see if we can see who that is.
Blue team doing a good job of preventing that red jammer from getting out. And
78, that is who that is. Smooth Criminal, number 78 for the red team. Choking Hazard and Smooth Criminal are your two jammers. So, trying as hard as we can to learn everybody's names as we go. Choking Hazard blocked off to the infield and calls it off, with Smooth Criminal gliding in late to force the call off.
thank you, E.T., for making the back of your jersey clear and easy to read.
All right, there's E.T. for the blue team. Your jammer for the red team, once again, is Crash. So 8 points to the blue team there. 8-3 in the extremely, extremely early going. And E.T. is able to weave right through the pack and get clear. There's Crash trying to find an opening at the front, blocked. E.T. now coming around for
good job
first scoring
of making it
attempt.
around to the back of the pack and gliding through for her first scoring pass. Wow, Crash is still stuck behind, but finally making it out.
Crash gets out. Now E.T. weaves
E.T.
through. Good
makes
blocking by the blue team
scoring
there.
Pass.
Excellent blocking by the blue team. All right, looks like we're going to have a blue team power jam now. We had a penalty assessed to the red team jammer.
And we only have 3 blue blockers also.
That's right. Blue team jammer is number... No idea. Honestly, cannot tell. So we will have to do our level best. There is no way there may be a number written on the back of that shirt, but I have no idea who that is.
Good job for those 3 blue blockers, holding all 4 of those red blockers down toward the inside, so their jammer can slide through on the high side.
It's Shibuya. I couldn't see the orange helmet. That's why I knew Shibuya didn't have a number on. That's Shibuya number 20.
Shibuya number 20.
That's right. So Shibuya is out there jamming for the blue team, finishes off that scoring pass.
Blue team doing a good job holding that pack back for Shibuya, who gets knocked to the inside in a big fall.
Still looking big blocking going on. Shibuya trying to find an opening with 10 seconds left in this jam. Still trying to fight through and get all those points on this last scoring pass.
Taking advantage of every second of this jam to get points.
And that'll do it. Jam comes to a close. Yeah, there we go. I was looking for that orange helmet.
10-point jam for the blue team.
And we're going to swing around and have a power jam now for the red team. It goes right back around. That's Pound Cake for the red squad.
Who, in turn, only have 2 blockers. Oh, they have a 3rd blocker. 3 blockers for the blues, 4 blockers.
Pound Cake is waiting. So are we. There they go. You get the signal to go ahead and get started. And Pound Cake down to the inside found a nice opening and is able to get right through the pack for the blue team. Red team opened the scoring. The
Red team's 3 blockers are controlling the 4 blue ones pretty well.
The red team opened the scoring, but the blue team has been in control since then. However, the red team here trying to use this power jam to get back in the swing of things.
Red jammer having a hard time getting by E.T. there at the rail.
Trying to use this to get back into the swing of things as the red team fighting their way by, looking for an opening. Those 2 blue blockers at the back of the pack doing great work.
Red jammer looking for some help from her teammates.
And now there, Pound Cake able to fight through with 12 seconds left on the jam clock. Pound Cake is going to try to get back around.
A fight like that'll wear out any jammer.
That's right.
That'll slow him down coming around the track.
That's right. Pound Cake is going to try to get back around to see if she can get some points, but the clock is going to expire. So we will check on the official score from the infield.
Like there were no points scored on that power jam.
Score's not up yet. There we go.
Was.
There's the 5 points.
My mistake.
No worries. 27-8 is the score. It's a 5-point power jam, and it's going to flip right back around again. And now it's a power jam for the blue team. That's Cherry Kiss out there for the blue squad. Cherry lined up and waiting for the jam to start. And there it goes.
Cherry lined up for a blue team power jam. Cherry comes from a family, a roller derby family. Her mom is Nova Kane of the Runaway Brides.
Astrothought with a big block in there. Astrothought and Cherry Kiss skate together on the Runaway Brides. That's some of our adult league skaters in there, like we said, helping to fill these teams out for the minor assaults. Cherry looking for an opening, trying to dispense with some blockers, and now is going to go to it. Good blocking by Dolly, but it looks like Dolly was ruled out of play.
Almost stopped by Dolly Spartan.
Yeah, looks like Dolly was ruled out of play, though. At least that's what Cherry believed. We'll find out. There's 18 seconds left in this blue team power jam.
I've seen Cherry Kiss skate quite a bit now. She's got a little bit more experience than most of the minor assaults, and as we can see, it shows. Won't be long before she's ready to be drafted onto a team.
We have 10 points up on the board for the blue team. Princess Jaws stepping up to the jammer line for the blue squad once again, and that is Crash for the red team. I just glanced down and saw we've still got David Michael Keith's wallet up here. David Michael Keith, if you're not in attendance, I mean, we're going to have him lock it up in the cash box tonight, but David Michael Keith, we still got your wallet up here. Back to the jam. Jaws is at the front of the pack and is doing battle with Pound Cake and Madison down in there, and now Choking Hazard as well, but Jaws able to fight through that and get out for the blue team.
That pack got separated and spread out into almost 3 packs. Takes the refs to point out where the official pack is.
And they're along the inside.
All
Crash
right.
gets out and clear. And the clock expires.
Crash makes it through and calls it off.
I hear a jammer penalty coming in. There is a stopping penalty on Crash. That's going to be another blue team power jam. That'll be Choking Hazard at the jammer line for the blue squad. And away we go.
Red team skating short a blocker and a jammer for this jam.
So Choking Hazard out and clear for the blue team. Choking Hazard. Excellent redirection by Strange there, turning Choking Hazard down towards the inside of the track, but gets through to finish that scoring pass. Looking around as Choking Hazard now approaching the pack one more time. Red team blocker is able to try to get his motion sickness, trying to get clear for the red team and get out. Choking Hazard, no opposition along the inside and finishes off that scoring pass.
Looks like the minor assaults have been spending some time in practice, goading the other teams up to the rail, and it shows.
And there goes Choking Hazard. A dart to the inside and then kind of dashed up through the corner. We're going to have a stoppage in play, our first timeout. That's going to be an official timeout. So 5 points, 10, 11, 12, 15 points for the blue team. 56-8, the blue team is in front here in the early going with 4:49 to go in the first quarter. Don't forget, outside during halftime, Lucky 7 hot dogs. Looks like they're still out there, so, well, maybe, I'm not sure. I have to double check. We'll have to double check on the provenance of Lucky 7. Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate it. See, I always forget I got an announcer liaison now, and I'm just used to kind of craning my neck and trying to guess if there's a food truck. We'll let you know momentarily.
Liking what you see? Want to join the minor assaults? Are you between the ages of 10 and 17?
So that's going to be a challenge by the red team, so that's going to lead to a longer timeout. Celeste was about to let us know about the minor assaults. We'll let that challenge process play out. Go ahead.
All right. Do you love to skate? Our minor assaults are always looking for new skaters to join the team. Our coaches not only teach technique, knowledge of the sport, but they also help build leadership, teamwork, and problem-solving skills that will help in life situations far beyond roller derby. Excellent for all young people. Minor skating skills, dedication to learn, and a positive mental attitude are all we require. Come see what all the fun is about. Ask any derby dame how to get involved.
If you're over the age of 17 and you're possibly interested in joining the league as an adult skater, we would love to invite you to our next new skater orientation. Those are the first Sunday of every month, so that'll be coming up on December 7th, 9 a.m. to noon, right here at the warehouse. You can come in and get your work done at the warehouse. New skater orientation. If you love what you're seeing on the track, you could be out here too. Like I said, first Sunday of every month, 9 a.m. to noon. No need to wait for tryouts or anything like that. No experience needed. Just bring your energy. See if Derby is for you. There's a QR code in the warehouse. Reach out anytime at azddtrainers@gmail.com.
If you don't feel like you want to make the commitment of joining a team or being a referee, then come to All Skate. Mark your calendars. All Skate is the last Friday of every month from 6 to 9 p.m. right here at the warehouse. Everyone is welcome, whether you're here to scrimmage, open skate, or just vibe out with the Derby community. You'll see the QR code on the slideshow if that's running. Is that running?
It'll be up during the breaks.
Okay.
Not at the moment. Right now
You'll
we're
see the QR
mid-game.
code on the slideshow during the breaks. Or you can just show up and roll with us on the first Friday of every month from 6 to 9. Come shred, connect, and have a great time.
So we've been advised Lucky 7 hot dogs is nearly sold out. They have 5 hot dogs remaining. So if you want one of those 5 remaining hot dogs from Lucky 7, you should probably depart now and get in line, unfortunately. But yeah, he's nearly sold out. So he said he's got 5 hot dogs left and then he's done. So that is your food truck option. We sold them out, everybody. We bought all his hot dogs.
All right, good job, everybody. You deserve an after party. Are all those hot dogs settling nicely? You still all excited from all this roller derby action? You don't want the night to end? Join us at the Thunderbird Lounge for the after party. Location is on the west side of 7th Avenue, just north of Indian School. The Thunderbird Lounge is a cool and laid-back place.
You can visit Vendor Village during halftime or, right at the end of the game as well. Our vendors down there tonight, Raven Sweet Haven, Dead Star Press, and Lost Dutchman Tattoo. That is our vendors for you to visit this evening. And don't forget, we still got raffle prizes available down there. We'll be giving those away as we hit quarter breaks here in the last bout. Challenge still continuing, so a lot to discuss apparently. It is not a points challenge because the eyes in the sky are still up here. So I know this is a penalty challenge, but that, as I always say, is all we know. And even when they tell us, there we go, it just broke. So they're going to let us know what the result was, but then we can't tell you yet. We have to wait. So we'll get off the horn here for a moment. So we got the results. That is being announced to the coaches, and then once the coaches go back to their teams, we can let you know what the result is. All right. Heading back to the bench, and you hear the applause from the red bench. That's a sure sign that they've been advised. Challenge successful. Penalty overturned on the red team. So no power jam for the blue team. The skating out of bounds penalty on the skating out of bounds penalty on the red team jammer was overturned. So after much discussion, successful challenge. The minor assaults red get their challenge back for the first half and can reuse that. Now, if they win again, they don't get it back. You only get one back. You don't just keep getting it back in perpetuity. I did learn that one time because somebody did win a second challenge, so it has happened. That is number 16, Pound Cake for the red team as we get back to the action.
And number 69, ET for the blue team. Pound Cake makes it through while ET was still on the floor. ET has gotten up and is making her way around the track.
ET ping-pongs off a couple of blockers and gets out. So now
both teams' blockers are jockeying for position.
And Pound Cake gets up, back on the skates, calls it off once fully reestablished. ET was middle of the pack at the back. We'll check on the score from both sides. Watching on the infield score discussion. So we wound up with 3 points for ET and 5 points for the red team, all in total. So 5 for the red, 3 for the blue assaults, the minor assaults blue. 59-13. Oh, now 4. There we go. Down 1. 59-12. There we go.
Looks like Cat Burglar is up there for the red team.
All right, 59-12. Score sheet adjusted, and we're ready to go.
Is that Jaws on the blue team?
No, that is Shibuya, number 20. That is the number we can't see. So that is Shibuya, number 20 for the blue squad, and that was jamming for the first time for the red team. Second time, number 3120, Cat Burglar.
That's right.
Yeah, Cat Burglar's been out there before. So there's Shibuya out and clear for the blue team. Pack is going to make their way into the back straightaway. You see so far, I think there's only been one jammer so far, Cherry Kiss from the adult league. So all the jammers so far have been the minor assaults. So they're the ones out there getting the reps and getting the run. Shibuya finishes off that scoring pass.
Shibuya makes it through on one scoring pass.
She's been productive as a jammer so far, has Shibuya, noticeably so. Now approaching the pack again with 6 seconds left on the jam clock. Shibuya calls it off with Cat Burglar getting out of the pack. We are going to have 9 points for the blue team, 68-12. Blue team is in front right now. Blue team
ET and All of You Die.
That's right.
Lining up for the blue and red teams respectively.
All of You Die graduated from this minor assaults program. Of course, you just saw skate in the adult league.
We just saw All of You Die playing for the
grown-ups.
Grown-ups.
That's right. So yeah, Olive helping to fill out the minor assaults roster here with a couple of our other adult league skaters. There's
takes
ET.
a lot of endurance to play 2 games in a row.
Absolutely. Olive tries to go around the inside and glances around.
As ET's coming around for a scoring pass.
Trying to get past. Had a good block by Mad is Sin down there. I had to stop saying the Madzilla because she's wearing her old jersey, which has her old name on it, Madzilla. Anyway, Mad is Sin. Mads down inside there with a good block. Just about a minute to go in the first quarter. This is going to be a red team power jam. Red team power jam. That is number 78, Smooth Criminal. 4 points for the blue team. We were waiting on the blue points to come up. Now we're ready to go with this power jam. There will be this power jam will not run out the quarter clock. There will be 1 second left on the quarter clock when this jam ends, so there is time for one more jam in this quarter, regardless of when this jam ends. And getting out is Smooth Criminal for the red team.
Smooth Criminal makes it through.
So the red team's going to look to put a bunch of points on the board here if they possibly can, and that's a good way to start.
And Smooth Criminal with a decent fake out on the blue team. Faked him out into going south when she went north.
Smooth Criminal now is trying to find around the outside, but a good block there by Angel of Beth.
Dolly Spartan controlling the pack for the red team.
5 seconds left in the red team power jam. Looking for an opening and not able to find one, and that power jam clock expires. Ends up being a 7-point red team power jam. We've got Jaws on the jammer line and Crash. Jaws for the blue team, Crash for the red team as we're ready to go. And now we're at the end of the first quarter, officially speaking. So, Crash moving well to get through the pack, and Crash is out and clear for the red team. We're going to look back and see where Jaws is at.
Looks
Jaws
like the Minor Assaults pack is doing a good job of reforming back to front.
Crash
keeping the pack together, not getting spread out.
Crash weaves around Mimi Mahler and calls it off. We've got Freya Hugs blowing the whistle, and it's our first quarter break here of this second bout of the evening. So we've got some raffle prizes heading up here. I see Chase and Voorhees heading up here with some raffle prizes. We'll get those announced here momentarily. So quarter break, 5-minute break, and we'll be back for the second quarter here in 5 minutes. Here locally, Raven Sweet Haven, the Raven Sweet Haven Treat Bundle. Your winner for the Treat Bundle, Raven Sweet Haven, 098-426. 098-426, the Raven Sweet Haven Sweets Bundle.
And for Tucci's Touch, 60-minute massage. The winner for Tucci's Touch 60-minute massage is 098-353. 098-353.
on Twitch as well momentarily. 72-25, the blue team in front right now. Once again, the Minor Assaults Mashup. Mostly are minor league skaters between the ages of 10 and 17. There are 3 or 4 adult league skaters on each team out there to kind of help the action along and provide full rosters for both sides. So that is what you are watching. We'll mention it again as we get ready to drift back into this, but if you know somebody who is between the ages of 10 and 17 and would like to get in on this action, send them our way. We will point you in the direction of people who can help you. With definitely, I mean, you can also stay and talk to Coach Al after the game, but if you know anybody, if you are a kid who thinks this looks cool, or if you know a kid who you think would really, really dig this, like, put them in touch with us, because anybody that I know that comes out of the minor assault program sings its praises. And, like, I mean, I was a kid once. I was in high school for about 4.5 years, approximately. I was. And I would have loved something like that to have come along when I was back then. I was just in band, you know. We got beat up a lot.
Back in the action for quarter number 2.
There goes E.T. for the blue team, out quickly and clear. That's Strange jamming for the first time for the red team. You saw Strange doing a lot of work for the Coffin Draggers in the previous bout. So Strange gets out for the red team now to try to force the call off.
That is Strange, owner of Switchblade Salon.
Also correct. So, no points for either side, I believe? No points for either side. Okay, E.T. called it off. E.T. saw that back wall of blockers and did not believe.
Hazard and...
Olive, you die.
Olive, you die.
There goes Olive. And Olive is looking, well, is going to, well, no,
Also
Olive does not
looks
get through the pack. There goes out the front of the pack. Goes choking hazard for the blue team once again. So now, Olive trying to find an opening, but nothing doing. Choking hazard down to the inside.
I got to give it to the minor assaults for being able to keep their packs together. That is a skill that I am very impressed with because it's not easy.
Yes, indeed. There goes choking hazard along the inside. Olive still looking for an opening. Collides with a couple of blockers. Trying to get by Angel of Beth. Blocked down to the infield. Angel of Beth and Olive You Die just skated together on the Coffin Draggers, now going against each other. Olive now does get out. 2 seconds left, so it's all kind of academic at this point. And the jam comes to a close. So we are looking at that was a 9-point jam for the minor assaults blue. That's going to be Ash
Smash'em?
Yeah, that's Ash Smash'em on the jammer line for the first time for the blue team. And that is Smooth Criminal, number 78 for the red squad. Ash finds an opening right along the inside. Ash kind of bounced off a blocker, then looked up, and there was just open space in front of her, so she took off. Out and clear for the blue team.
Smooth Criminal turning back around to get out of the pack clean.
Smooth Criminal, your team captain for the red squad, gets out. Ash takes a block, takes a tumble, and still trying to weave through the pack, get as many points as she can, and calls it off with that red jammer coming in late. Be about 11:45 to go in the second quarter. When this jam starts, that's Cherry Kiss for the blue team, Olive You Die for the red team.
2 fast jammers.
That's right. 2 jammers that both graduated from this very same minor assaults program, in fact. So, interesting. Both graduates of the minor assaults, both out. We got ourselves a jammer race, and we got a fun one. Here goes Cherry Kiss back to the pack. All of You Die is going to settle in behind. Downpouring through the clubhouse, turning up the back straight away they go. Here goes Cherry Kiss. Big block down to the inside. And All of You Die forcing the call off. Sorry, I slip and I call it a clubhouse turn when I'm announcing it like a horse race. What can I say?
For a second, I thought you were talking about horses.
Well, that's what again. That's, you know what I mean. When I slip into it wasn't. That was not even a slip of phrase there. That was completely unintentional to just do. When I slip into the old jammer race patter, there goes ET, number 69 for the blue squad,
and Pound Cake for the red.
ET blocked off along the inside as Pound Cake now trying to find an opening along the high part.
ET keeps trying to make her way on the inside while Pound Cake is being controlled by the pack.
Now both of them kind of trying to make a feint toward the front, but not able to quite get there. And just about almost clear around the outside was Pound Cake, but got tripped up. Falls down, back behind another blue blocker, but then able to get past and get out. Get past Ash at the end of the pack.
These tight packs are really tough to get through. If you're a jammer trying to get through a tight pack of both colors, it'll wear you right out.
13 seconds left in this jam. ET is still not out, so we've got Pound Cake now for the red team coming in to try to get points. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, and Pound Cake is going to at least get some points. Going to grind in front, and there, use the rail for leverage. A big cheer from the crowd there. Really pulled herself through at the last second there to get past a couple of skaters and pick up some points. We've got a blue team power jam is what this is. We have a blue team power jam. That's going to be choking hazard for the blue team. We have a lot of regulators talking in front of the head referee. It's again one of those times when I sort of feel like there's going to be an OTO. There might be. That's not my decision, obviously, but no, it breaks up. No OTO. Look at me. Well, that's why I don't gamble.
Don't you wonder what they're talking about?
Apparently it wasn't important enough to warrant a further stoppage in play because we have continued on. Choking hazard down. Look, I think all 4 of the 5 blue skaters all ran into each other.
Not only is it power jam, but it looks like the blue team is also skating a blocker short.
Choking hazard is able to hang on to that inside coping and gets up, but then takes a tumble. Tried to get up, lost their balance, went down again, and it went down again, and the entire pack went by them. That was hardly fair. 23 seconds left now in this jam, and choking hazard weaves
making
past
her
that last
first scoring
blocker.
pass.
Not bad. Choking hazard is the younger sibling of Slappy Go Lucky, who skates for the Bombshells. Yeah, true story. We've got a whole lot of like family, mother-child sibling type action going on here in this program. I'll tell you what.
That is what's so cool. Being an OG skater, I just love this program. Being able to see the daughters of and kids of moms getting involved.
Yep,
all people, all genders. We've got a place for you.
All of you die along the inside. That is Invader Slim for the blue team. And Olive dashes past that last blocker and gets clear. Olive able to get out for the red team and get out. So now there goes Slim. No, there doesn't go Slim. Good block by Mads up against the rail. Somebody fell hard. Now Olive weaves, zips around Strange, Olive's teammate, on the coffin draggers. There it goes Slim, spun, and not out now. Is going to try to play defense
All
against
of you die
Olive.
jamming is a good lesson for the minor assaults.
And Slim gets out, so Olive calls it off. I hear a penalty. We're going to wait and find out if that's official, and that is official. There goes the blue team jammer. We're going to have a red team power jam. Red team power jam. That is Smooth Criminal out there for the red team. Red team just put 8 points on the board, and they're going to look to add to that here on this power jam.
Smooth Criminal being held up by the rail. Still determined to get by on the high side.
Yeah, I was going to say, Smooth Criminal is absolutely determined to go by on the rail and nothing else. That is apparently, they're going to check that off a scavenger hunt list or something because, yeah, they are not going to down to the inside. Still trying to grind by on the rail, and now up to the next blocker. That blue team defense is going to recycle. So 13
Lots
seconds
of
left on this
strategies
power
for a
jam.
jammer to get through the pack, and brute force with leg power is one of them. Seems to be the one that Smooth Criminal's been using.
Criminal down to the inside, gets past that last blocker, but it's going to be rather academic. As if on cue, there's Freya blowing it dead. So great
An example
defense.
of how that can use up the time on the clock.
Great defense that time by the blue team on the power jam. We're going to have about 5:15 to, no, we're not. We're going to have a stoppage and play is what we're going to have. There we go, stoppage and play. It's an official timeout to talk something over that just happened. So the regulators are going to talk that one over. Your score right now, 91-37 with 5:16 to go in the second quarter.
Let's talk about another way you can get involved. Are any of you certified medics? We love our medics, and we would like to thank our medics for their presence and their determination to keep us all safe. We thank you for your knowledge tonight, and if you have the qualifications and would like to volunteer as a medic during any of our remaining bouts, please see Nacho Mama. If you don't know who Nacho Mama is, just see any of the Derby Dames. They can point you in the right direction.
Tucci's Touch. We've mentioned Tucci a few times. One of our sponsors. We just gave away that 60-minute Tucci's Touch massage just a few minutes ago. They often are here providing free 10-minute massages in the vendor area. They were not tonight, but frequently are here doing so. They specialize in trigger point therapy, targeting muscle knots and tension to relieve pain and improve mobility. Their injury rehab approach combines therapeutic techniques to accelerate recovery and restore functional movement. That's Tucci's Touch.
Do you have a business, or do you know a business that might be interested in becoming a sponsor of the Derby Dames? Contact sponsorship at ArizonaDerbyDames.com to find out more information about league sponsorship.
Discussion at the front straightaway. That is Coach Al Annihilatia for the blue team and Coach Mama Seidel for the red team. And Coach Shonuff also for the red team, talking with head referee Lollipop. So if that's relevant to us, they'll let us know. And if not, then we will be left in the dark. We will find out what's going on momentarily if, like I said, if that's really, it could just be gameplay or, procedural stuff. We'll find out. Meanwhile, merchandise booths still open. You can fill that souvenir cup one more time, a couple more times perhaps. That souvenir cup filling station will close at the end of the third quarter. So, if you would like to fill that cup one more time, you can pop on down there during halftime. Like I said, that usually last time to fill those is towards the end of the third quarter, but we'll let you know for sure. The discussion has ended. Nothing that we need to update you about, apparently. Now we're back to the action. 91-37, 5:16 to go in the second quarter. And it's a power jam, is what it is. It's a power jam for the blue team. That's ET for the blue squad out there to jam for them. And
we have a full pack. Each team has 4 blockers.
Yep, ET has had a lot of success tonight.
Blue
Gets out.
team does a good job of making a lane for ET to get through on the low side.
Staying upright and doing a fine job thereof. So now ET now is going to kind of hitch up to her blocker and just try to follow her blocker through, but red team wise to that. They do end up springing her though. Everybody's looking for an assignment. You see those blockers looking around and looking for a hat
Blue
to put a
team
helmet
looking
on.
to spread out the red blockers,
ET
not let them make a wall.
ET gets up around Strange and gets through. So 10 seconds left. ET is looking at the clock and is going to have 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Don't think they're going to make it around. No, they are not going to do so. Running out of time. Freya Hugs on the stopwatch. Freya Hugs watching the scoreboard, but on the stopwatch. The stopwatch is the official time. The scoreboard is just there for convenience, officially speaking. $10 points for the blue team. The blue team is nosed up over 100 here, 101-37 here as we head in towards halftime. That's number 20. That's Shibuya. That's the one that doesn't have a number.
And is that number 808 Crash?
That is number 808 Crash. Crash served as a referee.
Plows through.
Crash was a referee in the first bout and is now skating with the minor assaults in the second bout. So lots of people do lots of jobs around here. It is super much fun. Crash gets out. Shibuya is going to follow right along behind them.
Shibuya is hot on her tail. That's another technique, strategy for jammers, is to follow the other jammer through the pack in their opening that they make. Sometimes that works out for jammers if they feel like they can pass the other jammer who they just followed in a jammer race.
Yeah, absolutely. A 9-point jam there for Crash and the red team. This is going to be Jaws for the blue team and Cat Burglar for the red team. We've got Jaws nearer to the front. Cat Burglar's trying to sneak through, snicker, along the rail, and now finds an opening. There we go.
Pretty slick a Cat Burglar to get tied up at the rail and then drop down real fast in that opening to get through.
Cat Burglar has stolen away with the lead. Now going to try to get around here and sneak away with some points.
Tied up behind a red wall. Blue team finally making an opening for Jaws, while Cat Burglar comes around for another scoring pass.
Jaws is out, looking around. Cat Burglar trying to finish off a scoring pass, gets blocked down and gets told to call it off.
Cat Burglar calls it off before Jaws can make it round.
So 3 points for Cat Burglar. We've got Choking Hazard.
And Crash.
That's right, Choking Hazard and Crash once again.
Crash showing us what she's got with 2 jams in a row. That's not easy, folks.
They are underway. Both sets of jammers are. There goes Crash to the front. So they are out and clear, and Choking Hazard is going to get blocked off to the inside. So red team looking to get some points on the board here as we head into the halftime break, as we get closer to it anyway. Crash gets their points, and they call it off. So neither team has fielded a jammer. As Infidel Castro is fond of saying, bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for either side. No, there we go. There goes Crash.
Red team power jam.
Red team power jam. Crash right back out
again.
there again. Crash just right back out there. Indefatigable is Crash. Regulated that whole first bout, and now they're just out there jamming repeatedly. So this should take us up to the halftime break. We are waiting. Now it is not a power jam, so maybe now this won't take us up to the halftime break necessarily. There's 45 seconds left until halftime. They just sent Choking Hazard back out there, so it's the same 2 jammers.
Oh, no.
Choking Hazard for the blue team gets back out there. And then now Crash. This time, Crash does not find the opening. Choking Hazard gets out. Crash gets blocked down to the inside. Choking Hazard is through the pack. Now Crash, we are looking. Crash is trying to take off. There's 14 seconds left on the jam clock. Excuse me, on the quarter clock. 10 seconds left on the quarter clock. There's still 23 seconds left on the jam clock. Choking Hazard is going to get blocked off to the inside. Gets back up and calls it off. And we've got time for one more jam this half. So
It's the second time we've come down to 1 second
that's right.
at the end of a quarter.
That's the second straight time. That's a lot of extra
I've
derby is
seen
what
that
it is.
make and break games.
We're going to go now. I'm a little hesitant to definitely say for sure. Yes, it is now a power jam for the red team. For sure this time. That is Cat Burglar for the red squad, and this is going to take us up to the halftime break. All right.
All right, Cat Burglar starts on the low end and takes off for the high. Getting trapped by the blue team, which creates an opening for her to slip through down below almost.
Tries to go to the high side, runs into Astrothought. One of our premier adult league blockers is Astrothought, so not somebody you want to face, especially not when you're a minor assault going up against Astrothought. Now there goes Cat Burglar. Cat Burglar right up the middle that time and able to get out, but half this power jam clock is gone, so red team's going to look to get as many points as they possibly can.
I like seeing how the minor assaults are focusing on jockeying for position in the pack, and really focusing on their pack position is going to take them a long way once they get to the senior level.
Yeah, there we go with Cat Burglar now 2 seconds, 1 second, and that clock will expire as Cat Burglar was mid-pack trying to fight through. So the red team's going to put some points up here on the board as we head into the halftime break. It'll be a 15-minute halftime as we step into that. So halftime break, and we are editing that now. 15-minute halftime break. So that will show. There it goes. Here it goes, popping up momentarily. 110-57 is the score right now. And That is December 13th, 5 p.m. right here, same as this bout. And that is going to be the Runaway Brides versus the Doomsday Valkyries, followed by the Coffin Draggers versus the Bombshells. So, Runaway Brides and the Valkyries both won their first bouts of the season. So did the Coffin Draggers tonight. So the Valkyries and Brides are both going to be looking to stay undefeated on the year. That whistle blows and we're ready to get back to the action. Your jammer for the blue team is Mimi Mahler, jamming for the first time.
And Cat Burglar for the red team.
Mimi, another graduate from the Minor Assaults program.
Mimi Mahler making it through like the pro she is.
And your team captain of the Doomsday Valkyries is Mimi Mahler. Cat Burglar is going to get pinned to the rail. Now is going to get shuffled down to the inside, trying to get around E.T. Not able to do so. Mimi gets out for the blue squad. Cat Burglar's trying to find an opening as best as possible. Now, Star comes off and Star's passed forward. Gnarly Quinn taking over
Red
as
team
jammer.
finally manages to hold the pack back and long enough to get a Star pass, but not fast enough.
So, very briefly, Gnarly took over as jammer of record for academic purposes. We start the scoring in the second half with 9 points for the blue team. This is going to be choking hazard for the blue squad, and that is Crash for the red team. No, it's not. It's Smooth Criminal. That is not Crash. That is definitely Smooth Criminal. Blue team jammer again along the inside gets out, so out and clear.
Smooth Criminal working hard to pass the Star.
Oh, look out. The skater went down in between. Smooth Criminal was tumbling down.
Star winds up on no one for the red team.
So finishing off that scoring pass was choking hazard. And as mentioned, right now, nobody wearing the Star. And Taylor Swift has it in her hand is where it is at the moment. See Swifty out there in her Bombshells jersey. Excellent move there along the inside by choking hazard to dodge that block by All of You Die. Heading up to the jammer line for the blue team is going to be E.T. And now that's Crash for the red team.
And now it's Crash.
That's Crash.
That's
all right.
Crash.
10 points there again for the blue team. So the blue team has come out firing here in the second half, and 19 points in the first two jams to get the scoring going. They are...
Is the red team skating short one blocker?
Let's see.
It looks like it.
I believe so. E.T. is still up to the front of the pack, however. Crash behind that solid wall of blue blockers, but not able to get out. And there goes E.T. So E.T.'s out for the blue team.
Pack gets spread out enough to get E.T. through. Wow, Crash is still stuck in the back. Blue team is making a good-looking wall there.
E.T. is going to get ping-ponged around. Crash is looking for an opening. E.T. gets out again for the blue team. So Crash still kind of bouncing around, looking around, and gets out. And E.T. gets through the pack.
calls it off before she slides to the infield.
Well, was not successful in doing so. Had signaled heading off the track, but it was not granted by the regulators.
Not
then
recognized
signaled on the
by the regulators.
Yeah, not recognized, and then signaled on the infield, and then got up to signal on the track to call it off. For the blue team, that's Shibuya.
My mistake for calling that early.
Shibuya for the blue team, and Pound Cake for the red team. And Shibuya, who again had plenty of success there in the first half for the blue team, gets out once again for the blue squad.
Blue team's got a strong 3-man wall at the front. Wow, red team's working hard to break it up.
Shibuya bounces around and gets out. Still looking for an opening along the rail is Pound Cake trying to grind through. Shibuya, though, out and clear, coming around with 27 seconds left in this jam. Now Pound Cake gets out. Heard somebody block down to the infield, gave kind of a shriek down there as Shibuya trying to fight through, hit into the rail once again. Still trying to get clear. Here comes Pound Cake, and Shibuya calls it off. Collision and a couple of skaters down here on the front straightaway as they went to get out into the blocker pack, but everybody looks like they're all right. That was another 9-point jam for the blue team there. And once again, ET is going to be jamming. Jammer for the red team is Gnarly Quinn, is who that is.
Yeah, Gnarly Quinn's starting way back here in turn 4.
ET is trying to shove past the blockers, but not able to do so. So both jammers kind of get bumped down, slowed down, and have to reestablish and reset. Mads with a good block. Now taking over as jammer for the red team is their pivot Crash. That's Crash taking over as jammer for the red squad. ET blocked down to the inside. And ET
choosing to hang on to the star.
You're going to try to get in there and play jammer defense and try
and become a blocker to hold Crash back, but Crash makes it past ET.
She's looking for an opening, not able to find it, was ET. Crash, however, now finds it. Now Crash gets to the front. ET was kind of head bobbing around and looking. She could not find an opening. Crash did get out. They were okay. So Crash puts 5 points on the board for the red team. And it is going to be now a power jam for the red team. Yeah.
Red power jam.
Red power jam. Cat Burglar at the jammer line. Halfway through this third quarter. Cat Burglar is up towards the front of the pack, is kind of settled in there behind Shibuya looking for an opening. And blocked in. Big tightly bunched pack, big pack. I think it's a full pack other than the fact there's no blue jammer. And their Cat Burglar is able to fight out and gets out lead jammer here in this red team power jam.
Here comes Cat Burglar around for her first scoring pass.
Cat Burglar bounces up to the high side.
Can the red team open up enough holes for her?
17 seconds left in the power jam. Cat Burglar bumped off
to
the inside.
To the
Spun. Yeah, there we go. Cat Burglar is trying to find an opening along the outside and ends up getting blocked into the rail. You know, I heard somebody shouting out instructions down here in the far turn, and I glanced down, and who should it be but Kitty Scratch? Interesting. I thought I was going to say it was a minor assaults bout, and I didn't see Kitty Scratch, and then I glanced down, and there's Kitty Scratch coaching from outside the track. So there you go. Everybody getting in on it, even the minor assaults who aren't out there right now, pitching in and coaching from outside the track. It's very fun. I also like the Kitty Scratches here in full bout makeup, even though they're not skating. That's also very fun. We've got ET for the blue team. Strange is off on a jammer range. Mimi is going to out to the front. The two of them, look at them. Mimi is now heading back to the pack. Couple of big blocks they're heading in late. Mimi Mahler staying in front, calls it off. I don't believe there were points for either side. Mimi picked up a penalty. Is that the truth? It looks like Mimi picked up a penalty. So we're going to have a power jam now for the red team. But before that, we're going to have a stoppage in play. This is what we're going to have. So we'll find out if that's going to remain true. It is an official timeout. So we'll find out when we come back from this timeout if that is still going to be a power jam for the red team. That was 1 point for the blue side. There was 1 point there. So 147-67, the blue team is in front.
During this timeout, I'd like to tell you about the Switchblade Salon that is owned by our very own Strange, who is out on the track right now. The Switchblade Salon was established in 2005. It is a queer-owned and operated salon whose mission is to be a safe place in the community where every client is comfortable being exactly who they are.
All right, I'm going to say it. 6-7. Yeah, heck yeah. You know it. You know, I love how tastes change over the course of time. I love how during the adult bouts, when a team hits 69 points, everybody takes pictures. During the minor assaults bout, a team hits 6-7 and everybody takes pictures. I love it. Exactly what I mean. It's just like, but back when I've explained this to people that are my age that don't get like 6-7. I'm like,
You said it out loud.
I did. See, that's the thing. I've tried to explain it to people that are my age that are just like, I don't get it. I'm like, you're not supposed to. That's the point, dummy. You're them now. Get it? Anyway, there you go. 147-67 is the score right now. Blue in front. Shaking out is the jammer for the blue team. That is Choking Hazard, I think. Verify that as they come by. I think that is Choking Hazard. I'm used to them having shorter hair, so I think that's why I'm a little thrown. It is indeed Choking Hazard, number 56. Red team jammer gets blocked down. That is Crash, although that could be Smooth Criminal. Sorry, I was so busy talking about 6-7, I don't even know who's jamming. I'm the worst announcer in history. Choking Hazard
Looks
taking
like
over his jammer to a large...
Crash past the start.
Crash past the star to Swifty, Impaler Swift. Hey, last call for the souvenir cups. Last call for the souvenir cup filling station. If you want to get over there and fill that one more time, do so. We are going to close that up now instead of right at the end of the third quarter. So get on down there and fill that up. To be perfectly frank, there's just a few diehards left at this point. There's not a few diehards left here checking out the minor assaults. So we are now getting into a power jam.
Looks
Red
like we
team
have
power
power
jam.
for the red team.
So, red team power jam.
That is, I believe, Crash.
That is, I believe that is Crash. So, Crash out there jamming repeatedly.
And the blue team has only
just two blockers. Right,
out
the
there
blue team
right
has
now.
the minimum, so the red team, huge advantage here.
Crash is going to have a pretty easy time of it with only two blockers to skate, holding her back.
All right, Crash weaves past those blockers. Excellent. 28 seconds left in the red team power jam. Red team's going to be looking for 4 scoring passes here, I'm pretty sure. Crash to the high side. They've got plenty of time left. So now here we go. 8 seconds left. Crash to the high side. Scoring pass number 4. And that's 4. Crash with the hands behind and is going to let the clock expire. We'll check on the score for the infield.
Fruitful
Pretty
power
sure.
jam for Crash. How many points did they cut?
We got double headlights. That's 20 points.
That was a 20
points for the
power
red
jam.
team to cut into that blue team lead. There we go. Excellent productive power jam for the red team. Your red team jammer this time is going to be Pound Cake. And blue team jammer is Choking Hazard once again.
Can't really tell who that blue jammer is.
That's Choking Hazard.
Hazard.
Yeah, can be a little hard. The minor assault jerseys, the numbers are a little small and hard to spot once they get a little far away, but that is Choking Hazard. As I said, I'm used to them having shorter hair, so the longer hair threw me for a minute, but that is Choking Hazard. Meanwhile, Pound Cake at the back of the pack for the red team. Hazard is going to dash past that last blocker for the red team and get clear, and now Pound Cake gets through as well. So 14 seconds left in this jam.
Look at this. Almost a jammer race.
Pack had started to move a little bit, but now they're going to hold up. 3 seconds left. Hazard around the inside and calls it off. Gets that ghost point in the last point at the back of the pack. Maybe about a minute 30 to go in the third quarter when this next jam starts. We'll check on the score. We're going to have a team timeout, actually, but we'll still check on the score, but team timeout red is what's coming up, not to spoil it. Yeah, I totally stole Freya's thunder there. Team timeout red, so
Freya doesn't even need us with that voice like that.
No, that's right. Red team is going to take a timeout. So 1:42 to go here in the third quarter. 156 to 87. Blue is in front at the moment. Siphon Draw Apothecary offers handmade organic skincare made with the finest organic, local, and ethically sourced ingredients worldwide. Siphon Draw was created by AZDD legend Colleen Sinclair, a.k.a. Dolly de los Muertos, and is skater owned and operated. My eyes just skipped a whole line. Owned and operated. We offer a wide variety of skincare products as well as doctor-recommended topicals for pain and eczema relief. Visit us at the Goldfield Ghost Town and Apache Junction or order from their website. They ship everywhere. Visit siphondraw.com to learn more.
Lost Dutchman Tattoo is one of the Derby Dame's longtime sponsors. They have been donating since 2011. Lost Dutchman Tattoo is dedicated to providing a safe and inclusive environment for all. It is an ally of the LGBTQIA+ community. We are committed to fostering a welcoming atmosphere for everyone. Our talented artists specialize in a variety of tattoo styles, including traditional, fine line, black and gray, new traditional, and Japanese. We invite both appointments and walk-ins to experience our artistry. Shop hours are Tuesday to Saturday, noon to 8 p.m. Join us at Lost Dutchman Tattoo, where your tattoo journey begins in a supportive and safe place.
All right, 1:42 to go in the third quarter. Back to the action. That's All of You Die for the red team, and that is Jaws for the blue team. Underway we go. Probably time for, there's at least 2 more jams in this quarter, maybe 3, we'll see. Neither jammer much success early on. Jaws hit hard into the rail, catches herself, doesn't go over. Really got hit into the rail hard, though, and Olive is going to tiptoe around, look around, and Olive believes she is okay to go. So, Olive out and clear, lead jammer.
Crash, getting hung up in the pack and finally making it out. As Olive meanders her way through.
So Olive weaves through the pack and is going to look around. Now here comes Jaws to catch up to the pack as well. So Jaws ricocheting off.
Here comes Crash.
There goes Olive one more time. Jaws
looking to maybe pass Olive.
Jaws finishes that scoring pass. Olive gets back up on the track to call it off. So we'll check for scoring from both sides, and there will be one more jam here in this quarter. Ends up being 4 points for the minor assaults red, and 8 points for red, 4 points for blue. There we go. Last jam of this quarter. That's going to be Smooth Criminal for the red team. And that's Choking Hazard for the blue team once again. Seen Choking Hazard up there a few times here in this quarter. Skater down hard, that was Choking Hazard, so. Some skaters weaving around, and Hazard gets out. Hazard's checking the gear and shaking out the cobwebs a little bit, moving on around. That's Choking Hazard. Yeah, choking hazard's your jammer for the blue team. That is hazard around the inside and gets through, finishes that off. Smooth Criminal is going to hand the star forward to Gnarly Quinn, and Gnarls is going to try to get out.
Choking hazard getting pushed off to the inside. Pausing before she gets back on and calling it off.
All right, there we go. So I hear a jammer penalty, but I'm not sure who that was on. We're going to start the fourth quarter with a power jam. We'll find out who it is momentarily. We're waiting for that score to come in, and there it goes.
After 5 minutes.
That's right. Another 5-minute break, and then we'll be right back. 165-95. Blue team is in front. Very similar score to our first bout so far, but we'll be back in 4 minutes and 39 seconds.
At Raya Riot Collective, private studio tattoos and laser tattoo removal come with zero judgment and all the good vibes. Whether you're adding new art or letting go of the old, you'll find a safe, inclusive, and chill space made just for you. Follow them at _riot_collective, Raya_riot, or Bone Riot, simply Bone Riot. That's Raya Riot Tattoo Collective. You still have time to go get a Tucci's Touch 10-minute massage in the vendor area, specializing in trigger point, therapy, targeting muscle knots and tension to relieve pain, improve mobility. Their injury rehab approach combines therapeutic techniques to accelerate recovery and restore functional movement. If you can't make it to a bout next time in person, that's not a problem. We've got live stream for you. Watch it at home. Visit our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Arizona Derby Dames. Shout out to all our subscribers and all the fans watching us on live stream right now. Thank you for supporting our league from home.
for the red team. And once again, that's Jaws for the blue squad. And now we got a discussion. So the jam refs and the pack refs are going to get together and talk about this. Mimi Mahler slides down to the inside of the track and cranes her neck so she can try to overhear it. I love it. The gamespersonship never stops in this sport. It's always like, you just saw Mimi stick down there just like.
We have an official timeout.
Official timeout for Freya Hugs, as we mentioned. So yeah, the 2 pack refs and the 2 jam refs now coming together to discuss some game action. 9:06 to go in regulation, 175-98 minor assaults. All right, we are back to the game action. As again, 175-98. Blue team is in front. That's All of You Die for the red team. Blue jammer was Jaws. They got on down there and got a little ways away from us, but Olive is going to spin around and put the star back on and proceed on. Red lead. Jaws is the blue jammer and is at the back of the pack. Was looking to try to play some jammer defense. Slow-moving pack is kind of making their way slowly down the back straightaway.
A very tight-looking pack. I am impressed with how tight these miners are keeping their packs.
Jaws gets out, breaks out, and Olive calls it off, knowing she'd gotten by all 4 of the other skaters once Jaws took off. So 4 points for the red team. Red team noses up over 100 for the bout. 175-102. Slim and Crash are your 2 jammers right here. Invader Slim and Crash with an exclamation point are their full names. Punctuation counts, kids. Slim is going to tiptoe around and get clear.
Slim finds the hole quickly. Wow, Crash is stuck behind Booyah and finally makes it past.
There they get out.
Slim finds the back of the pack.
Slim gives a little head fake trying to get around that first blocker. Now races around and still has to get past Swifty and calls it off. All right, so looks like pretty much the same pack, just kind of maybe went right back up there. I'm not sure. So 7 minutes to go in regulation.
Cat Burglar lining up quick.
Red team power jam.
Red power jam.
Red team power jam. Cat Burglar up there all by her lonesome. They are ready to go, and they go. So Angel of Beth kind of grinding to a halt. And then, there we go. Weaving through.
Making it through before turn 2.
So Cat Burglar out and moving on the red team power jam. They're going to try to get Cat Burglar around as many times as possible here. We are nearly sure, obviously. So Cat Burglar.
Blue team setting up a wall in front. Quickly dismantled by the red team.
Down to the inside. Cat Burglar spun off. 13 seconds left on this power jam clock. I feel like the background music stopped. I don't hear it anymore. So I'm looking down at that. I believe the internet may have hiccuped. So yeah, might be some silence here. I'll just try to fill the dead air. Meanwhile, there goes the end of that jam. We will check on the score. 6-4-5, 179-107. Blue team in front right now.
Looks like Smooth Criminal.
Yep, Smooth Criminal and Choking Hazard are our
Choking
two jammers
Hazard.
right here. Quick, underway fast. Choking Hazard.
Choking Hazard immediately gets pushed off to the inside.
Spun down to the infield. And weaving in.
Smooth Criminal drawing 2 blue blockers out of play.
So Smooth Criminal able to find an opening and gets through the pack.
Choking Hazard finds their way through with a little bit of struggle.
So Criminal now is going to run up into Shibuya. Astrothought gets back up, your other blue team blocker. Red team encouraging their jammer to call it off. Taking a look at the infield. And discussion between Bender and Zero. 2 points for the red team. 179-109 is your score right now. Cherry Kiss, number 4, out there for the blue team. Pound Cake.
And Pound Cake.
Yeah, Pound Cake for the red team, right? Looking in and out, Cherry is able
Kiss
to
muscles through first.
find an opening right along the inside was Cherry. Now we've got
Pound Cake looking for another route. While Cherry Kiss comes around.
Cherry's able to hop that coping along the inside. Had something to Cherry discussing something with Gigi the ref on the way by. Strange takes over as jammer for the red team.
Stars passed to Strange.
Cherry gets in, tries to pick up at least another point and calls it off. Looks like they checking. Yep, no points for the red side. So Cherry did get the call off in time. 6 points for the blue team, 185-109. We've got Shibuya on the jammer line for the blue team. Crash once again for the red squad. Crash dodges around Ash Smash. I'm trying to kind of back in and close that door, and Crash able to get out and clear for the red team. Shibuya's up to the front of the pack and gets around Swifty. Is able to get out and get clear for the blue team. So now
Pack
Crash
is looking a
trying.
little bit chaotic here right now, trying to keep Crash under control.
Crash was trying to find their way past Invader Slim. Slim was up to the challenge, so Crash calling it off. It'll be about 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in regulation when this next jam starts. 4 points for the red team. We've got E.T.
And Cat Burglar
That is a matchup we've seen a few times here.
matching up against a full pack.
We've got E.T. around the outside and is able to get clear.
E.T. making waves. Cat Burglar finally making it out, racing around the track. E.T. slides through like a hot knife in butter.
So Cat Burglar catching up to the pack, and E.T. calls it off on the pursuit. We've got Smooth Criminal and Choking Hazard is what's coming up. Smooth Criminal. Choking Hazard. They've jammed several times. The two of them both
And
have, yeah.
Choking Hazard.
Several times.
Yes.
So, Choking Hazard, yep.
Choking Hazard makes it
Able to
through
get clear
first.
along the inside. Excellent move. Able to find an
Smooth
opening.
Criminal caught behind a wall of just 2 blue blockers. Remember those sunglasses, blue blockers?
Yeah, you know what? Nobody ever appreciates when I would talk about blue blockers. There's been a select few announcers with me that have known when I make a blue blockers joke.
I get it.
But if you call now, you get the free croaky.
Yeah, I get it.
There goes Choking Hazard now catching up to the pack. You've got Smooth Criminal has just gotten out the front of the pack for the red team. Brings a stop to that jam. We're under a minute to go in regulation, so there's going to be a stoppage in play, is what's going to happen.
Perfect time for a timeout.
So, Timeout blue team to talk over what may be our last jam in regulation. Blue team put 7 points on the board. 196-113 is your score right now.
A dangerous statement.
40 seconds to go in regulation. So time for 2 jams. We'll have to see. It depends. It depends. Fans, don't forget, once again, next bout is the second Saturday of December, Saturday, December 13th. That's the next bout. Don't forget the next open skate is, I said open skate, that's the one I don't know. Your next all skate.
That would be the first Friday.
Last Friday.
Last Friday of.
Yeah, of this upcoming month. So that'll actually be the Friday after Thanksgiving is what it'll be this month.
That's the perfect time for a little exercise.
There you go. Yep. So the Friday after Thanksgiving will be 6 to 9 p.m. right here at the warehouse for the all skate. New skater orientation. If you're interested in finding out what the league is about, that's going to be Sunday, December 7th, 9 a.m. to noon. Is when that is. That's new skater orientation. That's the upcoming calendar. Roller Rage, our big tournament in January. That's upcoming after the January bout. That's what's on the plate. We are back out there for either our last or next to last jam. We don't know yet.
With E.T. and Crash.
Yes, E.T. along the inside, windmilling, stays upright. Able to stay upright. So, clock running, 30 seconds to go in regulation. Crash is going to try to get clear and now does get out. So, we'll probably have one more jam based on that. And we do. E.T. calls it off. Crash waving off Strange at the jammer line. Crash just skated right back up and said, sure, let's go. We've got nobody out there for the blue team.
E.T. went right back up onto the jammer line for the red team. I'm sorry, Crash went right back up on the jammer line for the red team.
Yeah, there's another jam, so. Blue team is getting ready to field a squad now. We've got no jammer, so is it a power jam? It may be a power jam for the red team. It is a power jam. Crash is nodding vigorously. It is a power jam for the red team to send us off into the great yonder this evening. No time left on the regulation clock. Probably a full 60-second jam. Crash is going to look for an opening here in this red team power jam. By the way, the blue team just hit 200 squarely on the nose, so 200 to 113. Blue team probably not going to put any more points on the board. Definitely not in this jam. They don't have a jammer. Crash is out and clear. 41 seconds left in this red team power jam. And Crash tries to jump the coping, tries to jump Mimi.
Big hard fall for Crash.
Hard fall for Crash. Crash is going to jump back out there.
But they get right back up.
They do. They're going to gamely get right back to it. "13 seconds left here in this last jam of regulation. We'll have to check on penalties.
Crash looking to pick up it.
I already heard a penalty on the red team, so I'm going to have to spoil that one for you. There probably will not be any penalty jams. Nearly certain I heard a penalty on Taylor Swift, which would preclude any penalty jams from happening, but we will find out. 4 points for the red team. 200 to 117 is your score right now. I have an inkling that's going to be the final score, but we'll find out officially here momentarily. Stepping back and making it official. There you go, final whistle.
Official score?
Official score, blue team 200, red team 117. But hey, the minor assaults are the real winners, right? Come on down trackside and let these skaters know you appreciate them and the hard work they put in. That's your minor assaults out here. It's always good to see them come out and get some run, get out on the track, and get some live game action.
This much-loved tradition of slipping some skin to the skaters at the edge of the track.
You can practice all you want, and at the end of the day, live game action, there's just nothing like it, cooking with the real fire. Now the red team's going to come on around, and they'll get some high fives as well. All right, fans, that is going to do it.
Thank you to everybody who's stuck it out to the bitter end.
Yes.
It's because of you that we do this.
All right, Celeste, thank you for joining me this evening for both bouts. Pleasure to announce with you as always.
Thank you,
for
Clifton.
joining me.
I had a fantastic time. Look forward to doing it again.
Derby fans, don't forget, if you filled that souvenir cup one too many times, do not drive your car home this evening. I will always drive you home. That is a guarantee, and we'll figure out your car tomorrow. So, like I said,
We'll see you at the Thunderbird Lounge.
That's right. See you there.